Hi everyone, so today is October 1st. It is my favorite month. It is officially the start of my favorite month, October, which Halloween is only 30 days away, which I know this year is going to be a lot different considering that everything is canceled and we're not able to celebrate the usual way. But anyway, that doesn't matter today because today I'm super excited to film a tutorial of a look that I created last year. I created this look, it's a gangster clown, and I randomly came up with this in probably like a half hour because I had a costume party to attend last year. So I'm going to be recreating this look for you guys today, and this look actually, it's not even that hard, so I'm sure anybody watching this, you can do this in probably no time, because it really didn't take me that long at all. So yeah, if you guys are interested in watching, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, follow me right here on Instagram, and let's get into it. Okay, so starting off, I have to just make the basic outline of my face. So I'm just going to be using a white eyeliner. I'm using the Essence Kajal pencil in white. So I'm just going to start off by taking this and just making a basic outline of my face. I hope you guys are going to be able to see this on camera. I'm just going to start by doing this. And this look is very simple. Like I said, you could pretty much achieve this look in no time. But you know me, it takes me forever to do my makeup. So no matter what I do, it always takes me a lot longer than expected. So that's just me anyway. But this look really is pretty simple. So I'm just going to make a basic outline of my face. Like so. And this look was so much fun to come up with because I did something similar a year before where it looked like my face was taped on, but I actually had more fun coming up with this. And if you make any mistakes or if the lines aren't even, it doesn't matter anyway because we're going to be covering this up, so don't stress out if they're not too perfect. Okay, now that we have the basic shape outline, I'm just going to take the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation in the shade Porcelain and just fill this in. And this foundation, I pretty much use this for all of my looks when it comes to Halloween because it's perfect if you don't have a white face paint available. This is very, very light, so it comes in handy. Like, this is the foundation that I used when I do my Marilyn Manson makeup look. So, and I'm pretty sure that I'm going to recreate that look on camera, so stay tuned for that video. I should be recording that. I think I'm going to anyway. So let me just fill in the mask, and if like I said, if you make any mistakes, we're going to cover it up anyway. So don't worry about it being absolutely perfect because any mistakes they could be easily fixable. But yeah, I'm just super excited to be filming this today for you guys because you guys know how much I look forward to Halloween more than anything. And it's my favorite holiday, forever will be. I have so much enjoyment just expressing my creativity every single year. So that this is the I just like, just even by filming this tutorial, it makes me so happy. So yeah, I just love this time of the year. I wish Halloween lasted more than a day because I just always have so much fun. Okay, and then next for concealer, I'll be using the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Warm. And this concealer also is the one that I always use when it comes to doing my Halloween looks because it is super pigmented and very light. So I'm just going to apply this as usual and just apply this pretty much all over my face to lighten things up even further. And a little bit of this concealer goes, trust me, it goes a very, very long way. So just make sure to really highlight everything when it comes to this look. So I'm just going to blend this in, and as you guys know, I absolutely love this concealer from e.l.f. It does such a nice job. So I'm just going to apply this under my eyes, and then I'll just also take some of it and apply it to the remainder of the mask to make it that much more vibrant. Because this concealer, if you're looking for a very pale concealer, definitely check this one out because it will not let you down. Okay, and then to set all this, I'm going to be using the Hard Candy Translucent Loose Powder. And this powder is super light and does a very nice job at setting everything in place. So I'm just going to set my face with this. Just going to dip my sponge in here and set the mask to make sure that nothing budges. And it was kind of hard for me to remember exactly every product that I use from recreating this step by step, which I wish I would have like taken a list down of every single product, but that's okay because we will make it work for today. So I'm just going to set the entire mask to make sure that nothing budges. Okay, so since I'm pretty much like a perfectionist, I just want to take a makeup wipe and just go around the edges to really smooth everything down and to make sure that everything is nice and sharp, which I went over it with my liner, but I feel like doing this step, this is just a sure way, an easiest way to just make sure everything is nice and clean. Okay, and then now next I'm going to move on to my eyes. So I remember last year when I came up with this, I just like drew on the sharp triangles on the top and bottom of my eyes. I didn't apply anything through my crease, so I wound up having to go back and doing that. But so today I'm just going to start off with doing that. So I'm just going to be using the Wet n Wild My Glamour Squad palette right here, and I'm just going to take a combination of this orange shade and this red shade right here. I'm just going to mix both of them and apply this pretty much all over my eyes, and just to make everything very nice and dark and smoky. And I remember last year I used a different palette, but today I'm going to use this Wet n Wild palette because I haven't used it in quite a while. So I'm just going to really make sure to define the crease and smoke everything out because this is pretty much going to be covered up anyway. So don't worry if it is not 100% perfect because we have a lot more steps to go. And I love this look, number one, because I don't have to worry about drawing on eyebrows, which you guys know, even when it comes to doing my regular makeup, I cannot stand doing my eyebrows. So that is another reason why I definitely enjoy this look. So just going to blend this out as best as possible, as quickly as possible on both eyes. Okay, then I'm going to take this shimmer shade right here and I'm just going to apply that to the lid because I did not do this last time, but this year I'm going to experiment a little bit further. So I'm just going to apply this shade all over the lid to just make a nice metallic eyelid. And like I said, this look is so easy to come up with, to complete, so don't worry about making it 100% perfect because we could always go back and fix things. So yeah, I'm just going to apply this pretty much all over my lid. Okay, so next to make the points that I made, I remember last year I used like liquid liner, but I could not find my liquid liner to save my life, so it doesn't even matter. So I'm just going to dip into this black shade right here from the Wet n Wild palette on this angled brush. So because this black has very nice pigmentation to it, so in Wet n Wild black eyeshadows they usually always do. So I'm just going to make the points using this black shadow, and you don't have to bring this too far down because the majority of it is going to be covered up with it's going to be covered up with my big huge lashes anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to make the point like that, and then you could just fill it in. You could even I suggest even using a black eyeliner pencil to fill it in, but I'm just going to use eyeshadow for today because this shadow is very nicely pigmented from Wet n Wild, so going to make sure to make everything nice and sharp. And I feel like you have a lot more control when you use black shadow anyway over liquid liner because if you screw up with liquid liner, if you happen to make any sort of mistakes, it's pretty much impossible to fix it. So I suggest using shadows anyway. I'm kind of glad I couldn't find my liquid liner yesterday. Okay, and I feel like the hardest part of this look is recreating the lines that come down. So I'm just going to like keep my fingers crossed for this part because I remember for some reason last year I had the hardest time doing this. So I think I'm going to start just try to make sure that they're as even as possible. So I think I'm going to start doing it upside down. Just drag the shadow up. And like I said, don't worry if they're not 100% even or anything because I'm going to be covering up the points using rhinestones a little bit later. So don't stress if they're not 100% perfect. Okay, the lines aren't really even, but it really doesn't matter because I'm going to be covering up with crystals anyway, and plus clown makeup is never 100% perfect, so that's another reason why I like this look. So next I'm going to draw, I have this part that came in here, so I'm going to make this line, these lines right here. So I'm going to go right back into that same black shadow, which, you know, funny enough though, I kind of wish that I did have the liquid eyeliner, because I feel like now that it actually was easier using liquid eyeliner to at least make the lines, but that's okay. We will get away with it for today, so I'm just going to make lines like so, just to further exaggerate everything. And this part is kind of hard for me because I feel like my eye shape, my eyes are not 100% symmetrical, so when it comes to this, they usually tend up looking uneven. Okay, so before I finish the eyes, I'm going to finish up my face. So I applied a lot of pink blush on my face yesterday. I mean, last year, and I could not find my pink blush to save my life. So if you ever could not find your blush, just find a pink eyeshadow. So I'm going to be using this shade right here from the Profusion Spectrum palette. So I'm just going to dip my brush in here. I'm going to, because this, as you can tell, this is a very pigmented eyeshadow. So I'm just going to apply this to my cheeks. And this is like one of the best tricks that I have if you cannot find your blush, because I don't ever wear blush, so it's kind of hard for me to, I could not find the one that I do have yesterday while looking through my makeup, so I'm just going to apply this to the apples of my cheeks. Okay, and then next, of course, no look is complete without highlighter, so I'm just going to be using my highlighter that I created in my last tutorial. And this highlighter is super pigmented, which I created on my own. So I'm just going to apply this right over the blush and pretty much everywhere else. Considering that if I was ever a clown, I would want to be glowing from outer space. So I'm just going to apply this pretty much everywhere, down the bridge of my nose. Hope this is going to be able to show up on camera for you guys. But I'm just going to apply this highlighter pretty much everywhere. And I feel like a highlighter, like, even when it comes to, no matter what kind of makeup you're doing, it just helps like bring everything together. So I'm just going to apply this all over. I'm going to apply this all over my face, I think. That'll bring some more dimension into this look. I'm just going to apply this pretty much all over. Okay, and the next step will be my lashes. So I've had these lashes, these giant clown lashes off of eBay. I mean, I bought these from Party City like, probably I've had these for like 5 or 6 years now, so I'm just going to apply one on top here and then one underneath. And then for my other lashes, I have these lashes that I bought off of AliExpress. So I'm just going to do the same thing on the opposite eye, just like that. And then I will be back. Okay, so next is going to be for my lips, and for my lip liner, I'm going to be using the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Vintage, and this lip liner right here, this is my #1 favorite lip liner when it comes to doing these looks. I use this for my Marilyn Manson look, I used it for this look last year, and I just absolutely love it so much, so I'm just going to fill my lips in using this. And then, for my liquid lipstick today, I will be using the Milani Amore Matte Lip Cream in the shade 32 Emotion, and this shade is absolutely perfect. This is the shade that I used last year. So I'm just going to apply this to my lips, and then I'll be back. Okay, and then to create the lines that I created on my lips, I'm going to go right back into the Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette. I'm going to dip into the black shadow, and then let's just, fingers crossed that I did not screw this up. So just going to okay, then I'm going to go back into the black shadow and just make some points through here. Pretty much just to make it look like stitches. Okay, and then to make the stitching around my head, I'm just going to do the exact same thing with the black shadow. Just going to take my same brush and then pretty much dip it into the black shadow, and then all you do is just make X's. Just make X's back and forth over the mask to make it look like it is stitched on to your skin. So just keep making X's all the way down. And you could, like I said, you can use liquid eyeliner for this. But I feel like just using black eyeshadow is actually pretty simple because, like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, number one. And this is pretty much the easiest step of the whole makeup routine, is just making X's all the way down. And they don't have to be exactly symmetrical. Like, of course, they don't have to be perfect because stitches are never perfect. But this is like the part where you could just have fun with this. And yeah, this is probably one of my favorite steps of creating this whole look. So I'm just going to finish doing this, and then I shall be back. Okay, and I almost forgot about adding the clown nose. So as you guys can tell from my photo last year, I made a little tiny nose. So the way of doing that is I'm going to take a black eyeliner, and make sure to be careful when you're doing this stuff so you don't screw it up, because this will probably be very hard to fix if you screw it up. So just take your time with this and make a little circle. Just right on the ball of your nose, because I feel like this is such a cute step. Just a little ball. And like I said, it doesn't have to be 100% perfect. And then go back into your liquid lipstick. This is what I do with mine. And just fill it in using the same shade that you use on your lips. You could also use eyeshadow for this, but I feel like liquid lipstick, it really sets. And you don't have to worry about things budging at the end. Like if you're wearing this to a costume party, you don't have to worry about it smudging off, because once the liquid lipstick is set, it pretty much doesn't budge, especially this one anyway. So just fill it in with whatever of your choosing. Okay, and I just added my rhinestones. Like I said, that's why I said you don't have to worry about making these points even, because you just add rhinestones on the points anyway and you really can't tell. So anyway, I'm just going to, I have got my accessories together. I'm just going to get dressed, and then I will be back in 3, 2, 1. So yeah, my look is complete. I have my bandana, my leather jacket. I had this shirt for like 2 years. This necklace I bought off eBay. And you know what? The main reason why when I came up with this look, the main reason why I enjoyed it so much and I had to recreate it for you guys today is because everything is DIY. You don't even have to go out and purchase anything to create this. Like, I didn't have to personally go out and purchase anything to recreate this look and to even create this look to begin with last year. So yeah, I just have so much fun. That is like pretty much the story of my life, when it's been all these years of coming up with my different Halloween creations. Creativity goes a long way, and you don't have to have a lot of money to create something really great and something very original. So that is like the moral of the story. No matter what you're planning on doing this year, just take a look through your clothes, your closet, your makeup collection. I'm sure you could come up with any looks that won't cost you a penny. So hope you guys enjoyed my tutorial on my look today. I had so much fun recreating this from last year. And you know what's funny enough too, is I feel like this look turned out better now than it did last year when I actually had somewhere to go. And that's pretty much always the case when it comes to me. Like, my makeup always turns out better when I'm just like sitting at home doing nothing. And the moment that I have to go somewhere, I'm like, my eyelash will not stick to my inner corner of my eyes. Story of my life. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my video today. I will definitely have some more Halloween tutorials coming up very, very soon. Here's how everything looks up close, by the way. Yeah, I just had so much fun coming up with this. And if you guys have any suggestions on what you would like to see me record next, as always, please leave it in the comments below. I would greatly appreciate it. And I will talk to you guys very soon. Love you.